What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Dawn of War Definitive Edition cast brought to you by Dusty Minister. For this one, guys, I got a Necron versus IG matchup. On the bottom side, we got Trunn. Trunn, he's gonna go for 2 guardsmen, a tech priest, and then a 3rd guardsman. Will go for the infantry command on this outer point here, and obviously build a generator. On the top side, we got the BlastFurnance. We've already casted BlastFurnace's Necrons on this channel here lately. He played on Shrine of Exilion against Mercenary. If you have not watched that game, I will not spoil it. But yeah, Blast is a very, very strong Necron player for sure. He himself starts on the top side, and he goes for 3 Scarabs, and then he goes for 2 Necron Warriors. Will go for the Necron Lord, and then his last possible 4th Scarab. We're playing Blood River. Amazing, amazing IG map. You can do different things against Necrons. You can turret rush. You can try and bunker up yourself. You can do all kinds of stuff on this one depending on your playstyle. A lot of people, as in a lot of IG players, think that this matchup is completely unplayable. I can tell you that a lot of Necron players, even pro players, actually think the opposite. So let's see how this one is going to roll. BlastFurnance, he is plus 30, plus 40 in fact now. He's going to push for that plus 60. Already 1 Necron Warrior squad out. He's going to get his 2nd one very, very soon. Obviously getting these 2 obelisks. Why is he getting those? Because they're close to the generators. So if someone attacks the generators, it's very, very good to get the Whirling Death through the fortified obelisks, especially if you can get 2. Trunn is going to go engage immediately, actually. He's going to go with a priest and immediately going to go for the commissar right after. Want to capture this point and this outer point here on the relic as well. One of the downsides for IG in this matchup is that this point is a little bit iffy to actually capture against Necrons. So even though you can rush Necrons on this map, there you go, another Whirling Death. Necrons still have a very tight spot here to actually defend itself. Let's see Trunn here. He's 62 to plus 10. He's approaching 68 to plus 10. He's going very offensive with the command squad. Should very, very much do that. Necrons will have to be on his toes 24/7. First, a LP2 coming in for Trunn. It's kind of standard to go for the commissar here for the command squad against Necrons specifically. Psyker is still effective against the Necron Lord, but that also speaks to the premise if Necrons even go for the Lord. So you would rather have the commissar to get some beefy engagements. But it depends on your playstyle, obviously. Plus 70 about to be approached by BlastFurnance. And he's going to go for his Summoning Core. Very standard play, actually. I think this is probably the most standard opening. Everything that he does is by the book. An engagement here for Trunn, but he needs to be careful because the priest is kind of low. In comes the Necron Lord, and he just absolutely bashes these guardsmen squad. Oh my god, the damage is real. Okay. Captured this point here, Trunn that is. If you notice, Trunn also went for 3 guardsmen, which is absolutely crucial in this matchup. You want to capture the map as fast as you can now that Necron doesn't. Nicely done here by Trunn. Because now Blast is on the offense, but that means he cannot defend this area. So this is really, really good by Trunn. Trunn want to go back in. He really hates the fact that he's going to lose this one. Tech Priest gets out, repairs immediately, has to get back in if it takes too much damage, and so he does. Will he rotate the builders in and out? I don't think he can because the other builder is in here. So this listening post will in fact go down. Okay, Trunn is reinforcing his guardsmen because he does not want this to keep on going. Will repair the build the listening post here. Let's see, Blast is actually approaching plus 80. Teleported right back because now he want to fight and guardsmen are now kind of out of position. Good map movements by BlastFurnance. This is going to be extremely hard to defend. First disruption field is coming out for Blast. And he's gonna go for the flayed ones as well. Tier 1.5 got nerfed in the 2.9 patch for Necrons. And it was very, very significant. This is a huge engagement by Trunn. He is just fully reinforcing 2 Guardsman squad. Okay, Command Squad is kind of getting cooked here. Yeah, it needs to go back and listening post. Needs to repair, but the Tech Freeze could not follow along. Blade Ones are just completely zoning Trunn here. Now Blast is going to push for this one. Good decap as well. Let's see, Trunn. Yeah, he's approaching tier 2. When you as IG approach tier 2, always make sure to at least have 2 generators. Transitioning into tier 3, you will ideally already have 3 plasma generators. But if you cannot, at least build it while you're going tier 2. Obviously, this is standard, but there's always nuances to the gameplay. Always keep saying that. Always keep saying that I am not a pro player. BlastFurnance will go in and engage. I do talk to a lot of pro players, though, so... Okay, Flayed One's teleporting straight back. Nicely done by Blast. He's pushing back hard. 86 to plus 30 for Trunn. Not amazing economy. Also lost his priest that he has to reinforce. And yeah, Blast actually secured this relic. This is kind of bad for Trunn. Blast is going to go back in. He wants to pick up a fight. He is not afraid to take the fight. Tactical control actually built by Trunn. He's going to go for plasma guns. That got heavily nerfed. 10% nerf. I'm Awakened Monolith coming in for Blast. So he's also going tier 2. Command Squad just completely frontlining. Even though Command Squad is fast and very tanky, I think this one is a little bit too much. Now Necron Lord is like, okay, I'm going to do the same. Okay, tactical control. 86 to plus 30. No vehicles are seen here. We're just gonna get Priest. And grenade launchers are actually coming in. Blast needs to be careful. He needs to disengage a little bit. Plus 80 for Blast. Forbidden Archive as well. Blast has amazing economy. Let me just repeat. Plus 80 is really good. It is ideal for tier 2. Plus 90 is a little bit too much. Plus 70 is a little bit too low. Whereas 86 plus 30 for tier 2 of Trunn is a little bit underwhelming. Blade One's almost dying here. So yeah, while you're going tier 2 as Necrons, it's usually ideal to get the 7th generator. Sometimes you get it a little bit later, but... Or a little bit earlier, I should say, but it depends on the game. Going the Greater Summoning Core this time. If I haven't already said it, Blood River. That's the name of this map. Going the Mechanized Command. I think this is a little bit early for Trunn. He needs some more generators. But he's gonna be able to go 1 Chimera. Could also go the global here. It only costs 150 requisition and then 50 power. It's very, very cheap for IG. Psyker is coming out. Trunn is probably smelling out destroyers. He would be wrong in this case. Destroyers would be an amazing counter to this anti-infantry army from Trunn. Chimera obviously got nerfed in this patch specifically. 10% DPS lowered. Those Builder Scarabs are dead for sure. In comes the Builder Scarabs, gonna capture this one. I think Blast has really, really good map control here. He's gonna make an engagement. I don't think he has the 2.5 upgrade for the Necron Warriors. Necron Lord, however, has Phylactery. Got lowered by 5%. In my opinion, not enough. He's gonna get the phase shift as well. Nicely done. Completely blocks the damage for these Necron Warriors. So they can close the gap if they have to. In comes some AV for BlastFurnance. That's really, really good. Okay, plus 50 coming in for Trunn. When he gets this one, he can go for the blue global, I would assume. Yeah, he's gonna go for the blue global now. Should probably get that green global. As a non-IG pro player, I am always shocked when the IG player does not just get that very, very cheap global. Obelisk being attacked here by BlastFurnance. Notice that Blast actually has the critical locations very, very soon. He has one, and he's gonna get two very, very soon. IG struggles in this manner because they want to fight. It's their main units. Oh, needs to be careful. These immortals can actually destroy it. Good range on them as well. Trunn needs to get out. He's kind of exposing himself here. This looks like tier 2.5 disruption field for Blast. Gonna get Tomb Spider nicely. Really, really good. Tomb Spider is just gonna recycle all the Necron warriors. And then he can just get more Necron warriors for free, basically. Hey, Blast is actually gonna make a push here. Trunn is very much in trouble here, I feel like. Okay, got the Basilisk. Absolutely crucial in this matchup. But speaking of crucial, this barrack instantly went down, and now this listening post is also getting focused. This Necron Lord just going full MVP mode. Nice by Blast, teleporting straight out. Let's see here. Okay, let's assess a little bit. Trunn, 96 to plus 60. Look how crucial that blue global is. Look how crucial it is. He has no relic. He has no critical location. He just lost this point. Or he just lost his LP. And he's still 96. That's crucial. Want to get the Basilisk? In this matchup, usually. It's crucial in this matchup. Necron doesn't have the same AV that can get in range of this Basilisk. Yeah, Blast is actually approaching tier 3. He has the global, as you can see here. He still has, what is it, 7 generators, but he's plus 100. It means he has the green global. Aye. Blade ones engaging here. They are increased in HP because tier 2 kicks in. That globally gives Flayed ones more than a couple of 100 HP. They get very tanky throughout the game. Good deny here with this Tomb Spider. Good stuns here with the Psychers. Just chain stunning this Tomb Spider. Trunn is very much under pressure. This is insane push by BlastFurnance. Trunn, however, he's not giving up. He's always standing out of range. He keeps on just dealing as much damage as he can. BlastFurnace's Necron Lord is actually really low here, and he needs to be careful because he's losing a lot of units. Speaking of losing units, Command Squad is very, very much getting low here. In comes the Necron Lord. He's not carrying. Tier 3 just kicked in for Trunn. BlastFurnance, he's gonna get the 3rd superior disruption field. And these Necron Warriors are absolutely gonna slap. But speaking of Necron Warriors, they are getting absolutely blown up. Oh, Necron Lord gets out in time, actually. Phase shift also kicking in, so he's gonna regen like crazy. Nicely done here. Good. Very good stun on this Tomb Spider. Obelisk kicking in. BlastFurnance has had a lot of map control. In fact, he has 3 critical locations. Look at his time bonus speed here. He's just gonna produce like crazy. Even though there's so many Necron Warriors on the map, this is actually kind of fast production because he has 100%. Also, was that Chromatron I just saw? invested in by Blast. We might see it kick in. Let's see Trunn here. Gonna try and get the infantry command. Another blue global coming in for Trunn. Nice. Now the Chromatron is actually kicking in. Let's see if Trunn can get out in time, because this is kind of rough for him. Obviously focusing the Commissar squad, which is really good because the Commissar does not give bonus HP and it cannot use Fanaticism. Okay. These Necron Warriors are so tanky now. They deal insane damage at this point, so we are very late into the game and now Necron Warriors are just gonna buzz like crazy. Plus 99 for BlastFurnance. Oh, this mechanized command going down would be very, very bad for Trunn. He's just constantly under pressure here. Man, Blast is absolutely cooking. These Psychers are just dying left and right. Tech Priest didn't even do anything here. Just got one shot straight up. Basilisk is getting focused and that Basilisk goes down. Blast economy is just way, 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 way too good. Yeah, an infantry command, so this means no Kazakhans, no Okrins, plasma generators are just going down left and right. It's absolutely unplayable at this point for Trunn. Look how good the global is, 92, and he lost all those LPs. Always get the globals if you can, guys. Especially as IG. What is this unkillable push by Blast? He's like, okay, F it. I'm gonna go for the field command then. Oh, the damage is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna talk about that later. Man, this is brutal. This is very, very brutal. Trunn cannot do anything. I didn't even build one gen. I don't know about that one Blast. Yeah, Trunn got absolutely cooked here because Necrons is stronger. Yeah. Okay. Well, oh my god. Alright, let's talk about the game before we talk about anything else, because right now I just want to ignore this kind of BS here. Okay. So, Trunn did not apply enough pressure in general. So there's a couple of things you can do on this kind of map. You can go hyper-aggressive and turret rush. Where the command squad is just going to go absolutely... he's going to go absolutely apeshit. And you're just going to reinforce your guardsmen like crazy because they cost 20 in requisition for reinforcing. There's a cast I did with Alex UK against Astro Hero where he did that. Granted, Astro Hero went way more heavy eco than Blast. So if you notice, Blast went for 3 Scarabs and then Necron Warriors, which is pretty much standard in my opinion. He could have gone even more defensive with 2 Scarabs, but he didn't. So yeah, that was the first problem for Trunn. He didn't apply enough pressure. I don't even think he killed a single Builder Scarab. Good on him to get out because Command Squad, if he dies, it's going to be horrific for IG. Because the members of the Command Squad is costing a lot of power. However, he lost it later down the line, so... I felt like Trunn actually had good pressure. For example, when Blast went out here, it meant that Trunn could just take this point, so that was really good map control. And, like, map pressure. Problem is, Blast uses something that I think a lot of Necron players act like doesn't exist. Which is, they make a push, and then they teleport back... Like no other race, like even IG, at least they have to use 1 unit to get into and just cycle in the tunnel system in these LPs. But Blast, he can just press 1 button and his whole army is here. So he went over here, decapped, destroyed, immediately teleported back and countered this whole thing from Trunn. That was really, really good. A couple of things that I think Trunn could have done different, even though he's constantly fighting... Blast constantly is that these critical locations, I know IG is not good at controlling the critical locations, but at least decap them, because Blast was not, like, he had time bonus for days because of these. They give 15 per critical location for Necrons, 15% that is, which is really, really powerful for any Necron player who's getting that. It just meant that Blast could just reinforce like crazy his units. It meant that he could just produce units 24/7. Blast constantly had good eco. He had constantly good map movements, constantly good map control, and was always, I felt like, 1 foot or 1 step ahead. I'm not an IG main, so I'm not going to go into it with Trunn, because I feel like there's many different theories on how to play the game as IG. Aaron Beast, I think I've said this a couple of times, he doesn't even like tactical control. He's like, why do you get tactical control against Necrons? It's so easy to counter. Just get some Wraiths and tie up the upgraded guardsmen, and they're literally useless. That's his point of view. What he does instead is try and defend himself as much as he can, get the basilisks, which is crucial. Every single IG player should get that. Even Trunn got it as well. It's a very powerful tool against Necrons, because it's actually hard for them to kind of get in the IG base and just kill it. It's not like assault marines that can just jump in and use the melter bombs and stuff. So that's really good against Necrons. I felt like Trunn should have played more defensive, actually go a little bit more R&B style. He can do that on this kind of map. Get out sometimes with a priest squad, use fanaticism, get in there, decap something. Just make sure Necrons isn't completely taking over everything. If Necrons has 2 obelisks on the relics, it's usually a very bad sign. So I feel like Trunn should have been more investing in just playing defensive. I didn't see many turrets. I saw 0 minefields, not saying that he should have gotten them, but it's also a point of view. He had no heavy weapons team. He has none of this. And without being an expert, guys, I feel like that's a mistake. Right? But again, IG players, they can always argue for days. That's completely fine. But I would like to hear from very high-level IG players and not some of the people in the Discord channel, right? Okay, let's talk about this BS from Trunn. I ain't gonna hold you, right? And if you guys don't want to listen to this kind of stuff, and you're like, fuck it, like, does he? Just enjoy the game. Don't stop with all this woke BS stuff or something. Then I would recommend you to just move on to a new video and don't watch this video anymore, and just say, okay, I'm not gonna get into it anymore. I don't want to watch more. Okay, so if you don't like to hear this kind of stuff, close your ears and or just completely change video. Okay. Trunn, I ain't gonna hold you. You a fucking asshole, dude. What the fuck is this? Okay? This isn't me just trying to cancel you or something or whatever the fuck it is. This is just me pointing out what kind of fucking asshole kind of behavior this is. Okay? Now, this doesn't mean that for now I'm gonna diss Trunn or anyone else. I will always call this BS out. Even if Blast did this. Blast is actually one of my one of the people I actually talk with. I wouldn't call him a friend, but in the Dawn of War community, he's definitely one of my homies. If Blast said this, I will tell you right now, I would absolutely go in on his face and I would say it the exact same thing. I would probably even go harder on him. I don't know Trunn personally, so I'm not gonna do it in that way. Calling people the N-word, and I don't even care what the hell the situation is. I don't even care who the person is. You don't do these kind of things. It is overtly offensive, and it's just a fucking no-go. Everyone can say, oh, but like, you're overreacting or something. Then, as I told you, don't watch this section. If you cannot see how offensive and disrespectful that is, then it's... I don't know what to tell you. Now, we all get frustrated. I mean, everyone can get a game where you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this complete BS? Like, fuck this enemy race. Necrons is so OP. I have felt the same things. But there is no universe where it's okay to say these things. Maybe also for context, this is public knowledge because you can just go in the relic ladder and realize this. Blast is also from Turkey, so this makes it even dumber, in my opinion. I know that Blast is probably cringing right now with having this because he's like, does he just leave it? Like, don't talk about this kind of stuff. Don't do it, bro. Like, don't do this on my behalf. I'm not doing this on Blast's behalf. Blast is thick-skinned. He has heard these things a million times. He doesn't give a fuck at this point, dude. Blast is like a fucking, like, at this point, like, he doesn't feel anything. He's just like, haha, what a loser. But I care. I care about this stuff. I have banned Deco from my tournaments for a long time. He can get back now because I banned him. For a whole year, he was not able to attend last World Championship because he literally said to Aaron Beast, that he should kill his mother or something, right? And he should get cancer, okay? There's an old video that I did, Dantist versus Aaron Beast, where Aaron Beast did the exact same, or Dantist said the exact same thing to Aaron Beast, where he was a Muslim dog or whatever. I don't fuck with this kind of stuff. I have zero tolerance for this kind of stuff, and I just don't respect it. Will I cast more Trunn games? Yes. Will I say anything beyond this? No. Will I ban him from my tournaments? No. But I will call out BS when it fucking happens. I'm not gonna use more time on this kind of shit. Trunn, this is a complete BS move from you. You should know better. And even though I respect you as a player, in this very specific case, I don't know you as a person, but in this very specific case, you were an asshole, okay? And I hope you can see it yourself. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the fucking best. Peace.